Good morning everybody, welcome to Vlogmas day 9. Once again starting the vlog in the kitchen, about to make my morning cup of tea. It's a Friday and I have one plan for today, and that is to re-knit my sailor slippers with the correct soles. I'm not sure if there's actually any way to salvage these. They kind of need to be much smaller here. So I'm not sure if there's a way that I can like cut them and take some fabric out so that maybe my daughter could have them. But yeah, first pair obviously didn't work. Although I think this was a good sort of show of how much they're going to felt. So I'm happy with how much they have. Oh, it's the bin man. I'm happy with how much they have felted and with how the yarn is looking like colour wise. So yeah, I guess it was a good practice. So I now know which like setting to put them in my washing machine and everything. So yeah, bit of a fail, but a good test, I suppose. So yeah, that is my plan for today. This vlog may run then into the weekend when I get some knitting time, because I probably won't be able to knit the whole lot of them today. So we're just going to see how much we can get done. Biggs has obviously decided that now is the time to play with his giant wobbly Kong thing. Excuse me, sir. You're being very noisy back there. Thank you. Good boy. I don't think he actually understands what I'm saying. Oh, he started up again. There we go. Biggs! Biggs! Leave it. But yeah, gonna go and get started on these. I'm feeling much better today. The brain fog that came with this cold is kind of gone. And yeah, I'm just feeling a bit more human. So I'm hoping that that was the end of it and I just had it very mildly. But I did feel pretty rubbish for a good couple of days. But at least I didn't have it over Christmas, I suppose. So yeah, sailor slipper day once again. Sit. High five. High five. Good job. Down. Roll. Good boy. Guarding my yarn? Are you looking after it for me? Is it comfy? Oh, he's a good boy. Okay, I have finished the heel panel and picked up the stitches for the front panel of the first slipper. I've not started the second one yet. I think I might do like the whole front panel of the first slipper and then cast on the second one and do it like that. But I do think that I'm going to run out of yarn. So this is all I have left of my like dark green after knitting the heel panel. So what I've done is I've swapped the colours round. So like on this failure one, the stripes go dark, light, and then on my new ones, they're going to go light, dark, light, dark. And I'm hoping that doing that will mean that I will then have enough yarn to do the top panel, because I'm also worried that I'm going to run out of yarn for the base. Really, what I should have done was weigh my yarn so then I would know how much I have, but I did not do that. So I'm just going to keep going and see how far I get. I'm going to stop for lunch in a minute. It's already 11. But hopefully I can get most of the top panel done before I stop for lunch, and then I can start on the second one and I can hopefully get majority of them knitted today. But we shall see. I've been catching up on some Vlogmas. I've watched the knitting forecast and Giddy Yarns. So yeah, I'm gonna hunt out some more bits to watch. I might watch I might watch The Grinch, actually. I've not watched The Grinch yet this year. I've done both the Home Alones, but I've not watched The Grinch. And my daughter will not let me watch The Grinch with her in the room because she doesn't like the original Grinch. She only likes the... When I say the original one, I mean the one that came out when I was little. The one with Jim Carrey in. She prefers the Illumination one. The one that's made by the guys who did the Minions. So... yeah, we have a bit of a preference difference there. So yeah, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that she's at school to watch The Grinch without having to watch the one that I think is a bit... It's just not to the same standard as the one that I had when I was little, but I think that's more of a nostalgia thing. I've done the stockinette portion before I have to start the decreases for the top of the foot, but this is all I have left of my dark green yarn. Like I said, I have swapped the colours around so that I'm using my lighter, I think it's called sage green, as my like main colour. But I think what I'm going to do is do the... Where did I put it? I had it a minute ago. There it is. Do the I-cord in the pink, and then I think what I'll do is weigh this before I do the I-cord, and then I might use this for 2 stripes on the foot that are in the decreases, so that I then have enough to do the last stripe in this dark green, and hope that that kind of looks somewhat more intentional. But I want to weigh this to make sure that I have enough to do... Oh, actually, I've got enough cables that I could just do the I-cord on this one and then start the second one and just work it to this point and do the I-cord on it. And then I would know if I have enough left, or I'd be able to do like 1 row on one side and 1 row on the other side and maybe pull the centre out this ball. I think that might be a better idea. Yeah, and then I don't need to bother getting my scales out and weighing and everything like that. So yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm going to do the I-cord on this one, start the second one, get it to this point, do the I-cord, and then use this, the remainder of this, for the stripes along the foot, and then at least they'll match and it'll look kind of intentional. And then I have to start the sole and just hope that I have enough yarn left over to do the sole. But I suppose if I don't have huge amounts left, then I could use what I have left of the sage, if anything, to try and get the soles done. I just don't want to have to buy another couple of balls of yarn. I'd rather just be able to work with what I've got. I'm gonna probably use something else to do the seaming, because seaming with this yarn was a right old pain last time. It had to keep like doing the twist in it to try and get it to stay together, because it did want to kind of fall apart if I had to pull it through multiple stitches. So I might just use a different yarn to do the seaming, which I don't think will be too difficult. I've got loads of sort of non-superwash yarns that all felt just as well as this will felt. I think I've got some drops. It's not Drops Snow, is it Drops? It's something else. Hang on a minute. I can probably look it up. Alaska. I've got some Drops Alaska that is in this colour that I used to make something else years ago that I've just got scraps of. So I could probably just use that to do the seaming, and then it'll hold together better. But I know that that felts just as well because I've used it to make some felted coasters before. So yeah, that is the plan for this. And hopefully I can get them both done today. The thing that I'm panicking the most about is the sole, but I'll just never know until I actually get to the point of knitting it. So I just need to get there and then I will know. I mean, worst comes to worst, I have to order 1 ball, but I just don't really want to have to do that. Is now done on the first one, but I'm starving, so definitely time for some lunch. It really didn't use as much yarn as I thought, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to do the stripes, but I am just going to do the second one and get the I-cord on that, just so I can be sure. So yeah, I doubt I'm going to get them finished before I have to go out and do the school run, because it's like 12:10 already. But I'm just going to get as far as I can. This guy has not left my side. He's all about the sofa snoozing today. Okay, lunch. Ooh, knocking things off my desk. Lunch has been had, but I thought whilst I was up, I might as well come up here and open my advent for today. So, day 9 is lamplight. Oh, there we go, lamplight. And, oh, okay. So a sort of like caramelly beige. So yeah, there we go. That was day 9. I only have 3 left to open, and then my main skeins. Oh my gosh, flying through the month. I think I might sit down on Monday and do all of my wrapping, so that should be a bit more of a festive video. But I also am over the weekend going to start the second one of these, because otherwise I'm never going to have them done for Christmas Day. And then hopefully if I get them started over the weekend, then I'll be able to wrap them either Monday or Tuesday, depending on how much work I get done on them, because they do knit up incredibly quickly. Are you cozy down there? Oh, okay. Retrieve attacks. I get it. Good boy. I have finished the foot on one slipper, so it looks a bit funky, but to be honest I think it'll be fine once it's felted. And I didn't quite have enough of this green to do the full stripe. I ended up having to stop like 4 stitches before the end, and then I added in a little bit of the tail of the other one, because it seemed like I had more of one ball than I had of the other. I must have used more yarn in the last one, like maybe I left an end slightly longer or something. But it worked out fine in the end, so hopefully I have enough to do the other stripe on the other slipper, because I don't have any leftovers, like even tiny little bit of ends in that colour for some reason. I must have gotten rid of them. I don't know. But I have at least got one foot, like top of foot done, and then the other one still looks like this. I need to add in the last couple of stripes where the decreases are, and then I can just start knitting on the soles. But for now we need to go and get the little one from school. So I think I've made some good progress. I don't see myself not getting these, like at least all the knitting finished today if I work on these this evening. But unsure as to whether or not I'd be able to get them seamed up, because that took absolutely ages last time. So I don't know. I'll definitely get them done by the end of the weekend at least, and then I'm back on track with my like festive making. Yeah, I'm gonna get the little one from school and then knit some more slippers. There we go. Oh, I feel a little weird because I've had to take my makeup off. Well, just my mascara, because I had something in my eye, which I think was from the dropped snow that I was using here to do my sailor slippers. Now I've come into a bit of a snag. So I carried on working Hello, Ruffles. I carried on working on one, so I finished the top portion, which I think I already showed you, and then I started working the sole, and this is where I ended up finishing the ball of the dark grey that I had. So not even halfway through the stockinette portion. Do you need a wee? Is that why you're pacing? I'm not sure what I find more annoying, Ruffles' constant pacing when he needs the loo, or Big's barking at the back door. They're both really irritating. I need to train them to use a bell. That would be great. Do you need to go now? Go on then, go for a wee. Oh, and you're back. Ruffles, you coming in? Basically just a dog lavatory attendant at this point. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't even get halfway through the like stockinette portion, which I did remember to do the right amount of rows of this time. So then I started using up the last of the light green that I had, and I still ran out of that. Like this is the end of the ball. So there were, even if I tried to add in this bit of pink, I'm nowhere near, I have nowhere near enough yarn to finish both of them. So I've decided to just put these on hold for now. I've done a bit of an emergency order on Wool Warehouse of some more yarn to finish these off. And my sister has also expressed a want for a pair, so I might see if I can get another pair knit up for her as well once that yarn arrives. So hopefully that arrives early next week, so that I can get those done in time for Christmas. But as for now, this has been a right old fail. So yeah, that was one with the bit of the sole, and then this one was the other one. But I think what I'm gonna do, I couldn't get this dark grey, it was all out of stock, because I think everybody and their mum is making a pair of sailor slippers at the moment, so drop snow is really hard to come by. Let me just get the dog. Biggs, here! Good boy, here you come. Thank you. So instead of doing it in the dark grey, I've ordered some really dark navy, and I'm going to just do the soles in that. So then they're all uniform and it's all one piece. Are you okay? Okay. So yeah, that is the plan with these. I actually quite like the pink stripes. I think they're pretty cool. So I managed to get a green stripe on this one as well. So the tops do match. And like I say, I think I'd rather just have one colour on the bottom, and I think that the dark navy is going to work really well for that. If not better than the dark grey, I think it's fine. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to work on these anymore today, and I won't have them for the weekend, which is a bit sad. But I'm going to go and do a bit of work on my, what is it called? Stripe Overload polo, and probably do some rounds on my socks as well. So I'm going to leave this vlog here. I have no idea how long it is. I'm sure it's just a lot of me waffling, but nonetheless, I will catch up with you all in a couple of days.
Gracias.